Okay, so Hua Hin versus Rayong. How do these two cities, beachside cities in Thailand, compare? Let me give you a quick 5-step overview how I'm thinking of these two places, both of which, for me personally, are great places in Thailand for a longer stay by the beach. In more than 10 years of visiting Thailand, these are two of the best beachside places that I have been to. I'm walking on the beach of Hua Hin right now. It's one of the last days for me here right now, and I really wanted to make this video. So to give you a quick idea how to think of these two places. So first big category, overall cost of living. Hua Hin versus Rayong. In Hua Hin, I have made a separate video on that. You can live comfortably starting from 1500 American dollars, also in 2025, 5-minute walk from this beach, eating out every time, taking a taxi, taking massage, going on day trips, doing lots of things. 1500 American dollars a month. Rayong, a city on the other side of this same bay, a city not far away from a place you probably know, Pattaya, a city, popular beachside city, and their cost of living is comparable, but if you are living a bit more away from the beach than here, or if you're living in a less central place, if you want to live in a comparably central place like here in Hua Hin, like 5 minutes from this beach, super close to the very center of the city, if you want the same kind of lifestyle there in Rayong, which is a more affordable place in general, but then it's gonna be more expensive living as central. If you are fine living more further away, you can get that life. And all because in Rayong, if you are living in a similar as central place as I'm comparing to here, the accommodation is gonna be more expensive. There are not that many condos, apartments there in that most central beach area there. So that's the main thing. Otherwise, the prices are super comparable. Second big thing, the overall atmosphere and the kind of people you can see, meet there in both of these places. Hua Hin, more tourists, there are more tourists, there are more expats, there are more Western people living here, staying here, coming for longer stays. In Rayong, at the same time, it's more local. It's a city where people from, for example, Bangkok are going on a beach vacation. You see foreigners there, but way less than here. In Hua Hin, you already see less tourists, less foreigners in general. But in Rayong, it's, I would say, 5 times less than what you see in Hua Hin. And the overall vibe there in Rayong, in general, is more Thai, more local than here in Hua Hin. I already like the vibe here in Hua Hin, which is very local, very Thai, especially now in summer during the rainy season. But in Rayong, it's even more local. There are more places where, for example, menu at the restaurant is gonna be only in Thai. Yeah, and there's a higher chance that you won't see any foreigners at some point, on some days, on some weeks. It's a possibility there in Rayong. I mean, Hua Hin is not a busy touristy place, and Rayong is even less so. So, yeah, think what is the atmosphere that you want to have. Less touristy or almost non-touristy at all. Almost non-touristy at all, that's Rayong. Third big category, the overall convenience of everyday life. Like getting around, getting food, finding a supermarket, going to, I don't know, going shopping, doing things, getting to other places. Hua Hin is more developed in that regard, I would say. And at the same time, Rayong is closer to Bangkok and also to Pattaya. So it depends. How often do you need all these kind of things, like going to a supermarket, a bigger supermarket, going to a mall, going shopping, going to a bigger city? If you are fine having those things, like, I don't know, once a week, once every 2 weeks, then Rayong, I think, works the same as good. Like, you feel the same as good there. In Hua Hin, because you can go to Bangkok. Hua Hin, at the same time, the city itself is already, like, feels more developed in that regard. In Hua Hin, you may have everything that you need, and you may not need to go to other city anymore, like for shops, for things like that, for doctors maybe. You may have everything already here. But if you need to go to Bangkok, it's gonna be like 4 hours. In Rayong, it's gonna be 2 hours. And most likely you won't have all those, everything already there in the city. Most likely you'll need to go to Bangkok, but it's gonna be only 2 hours. So think for yourself, like, what works for you? If you want everything right there, most likely Hua Hin. If you are fine going to another city, if you will be going to another city, Rayong is closer to Bangkok, but may not have everything, or maybe, I don't know, anything at all that you need in the city. Food available, all kinds of things available in both cities. I was actually surprised to find out and see that, for example, cafes, desserts, Rayong has lots of them, lots of cool places. Some of the nicest desserts that I have had were in Rayong, like at the, what was the name? Ken's Homemade something bakery, super cool place. I was surprised to see how nice is the food scene there at Rayong as well. So that's about the everyday life. Number 4, things to do. In my opinion, both of these places are very similar in that regard. Not too interesting, with not too many places to go to, with not too many things to do, but there are things. One thing that I like about Rayong is the beautiful island of Koh Samet, which is very close to Rayong. Here in Hua Hin, I don't know of any good island which we have as close, so we don't have such a good beach destination here near Hua Hin. But when it comes to the number of different kind of things that you can do, I would say that Hua Hin is winning. They both are not as interesting, but Hua Hin is kind of winning. But if the things you are most interested in are gonna be in Bangkok, the good thing about Rayong is that Rayong itself is closer to Bangkok. It's easier to go there. So they are similar. Some things are better here in Hua Hin, some things are better in Rayong. And the 5th big thing, overall comfort of a long-term living. Same like with my other comparisons with other places. I think that Hua Hin is winning at that. I think it's, for me personally, it's the sweet spot where the life is quiet, easy, less expensive, but still I can get most of what I want here in Hua Hin. In Rayong, I feel like I'm missing with shops, some I don't know, clothing, shopping. There are fewer options. Of course, you can buy everything also online now, and I'm buying lots of things online. And I'm generally not really buying things, but still, when I feel like I want to buy something, it's so much easier here in Hua Hin, thanks to having a couple of big shopping malls, and also to finding accommodation. There are way more options here in Hua Hin, so it's gonna be always way easier to find a place where to stay. You'll have more options to choose from. Yeah, that's it. That's in short my comparison. Hua Hin versus Rayong. See you soon.